It's embarkation day, it's boarding day, yes, it's cruise day. That means that you made it. In this video, we'll dive in on those things that you should pay attention to before getting to the first day of your cruise, which is supposed to be an exciting day, guys. Everything starts from your house. Yes, even before you leave the house, you gotta make sure that you check in on time. Most of the cruise line would allow you to go ahead and go to the app and check in maybe like 30 days, 45 days, or 20 days before your cruise. You wanna do this as early as possible. There's different reasons for this. When you do your check-in, you'll be able to actually set up all your documentation. You're gonna have to upload your passport photos. You will have to take an image of yourself and upload that as well. You can set up the payment method that you wanna use whenever they need to charge you for something on board. You also get access to the arrival time window. And the earliest that you check in, the earlier window you probably gonna get assigned to. That means that you're gonna get to your cruise as early as possible, because at the end of the day, you already paid for that first day, right? Imagine yourself getting to the cruise at 3 o'clock when you can probably get there at 11 in the morning and go in there and enjoy everything that you already paid for. You want to arrive to the terminal as early as possible. And when I mean by as early as possible, is taking in consideration your entry window. You know, you don't want to get there at 7 in the morning, at 8 in the morning and things like that, because they're going to leave you outside and you'll be waiting with all your luggage and everything just waiting around. So you want to make sure that you get there close to your window time to entry, but get a little bit earlier. You know, it gets busy. There's going to be a lot of cars, lines, and things like that. So make sure that you get there early enough. That way, you don't have to stress too much about it. One thing that you want to do for sure, you want to make sure you drop off your luggage. Remember, there's a lot of people. We're talking about thousands of people getting in there at the same time. Imagine you going around with 3 or 4 suitcases. You know, it's going to be a little bit complicated. Once you get in there, if you are too early, your rooms are not going to be ready. So anything that you will have with you, you will have to walk around with it until your rooms are ready. So make sure that you take that in consideration. Get there early, drop off your luggage, and that's gonna help you tremendously. One thing that you want to do is you want to pack a carry-on bag with you. You know, you wanna take it with you inside. Let's say that you got to the terminal, you drop off your luggage, right? On this carry-on bag, I want you to put all your essentials. You know, you need to bring with you your documentations, medications, your phone chargers. I will bring probably a change of clothing if you want to. And very important, I will probably put in there my swimsuit. Because remember, once you are on board, you have access to everything. So maybe you don't want to be waiting on your luggage to be delivered late afternoon, early evening, and things like that. If you have everything that you need on a small carry-on bag, you can go ahead, get in, get dressed, go to the pool, enjoy everything that you need. So you don't have to be paying attention. Oh, I need the bag to come over because I want to go to the pool and things like that. So yeah, pack a carry-on with everything, all your essentials that you need, especially if you're bringing kids. Make sure that you put in there anything that you think they might need, because sometimes they'll bring your luggage to the room fairly early, or it might take a longer time. You know, remember, we're talking about thousands of people going in there, sometimes with 3, 4, 5 different suitcases. So keep that in mind. You want to have your documentation handy everywhere you go. Don't keep it tucked on a place that you will have to take your bag and start looking for it. Don't make it too complicated for yourself. So you know you will need your boarding passes. You know you will need your luggage tags. You will need your passports and things like that to go in there. So just keep it on a way that whenever you need this, all you have to do is reach for it, give it. That way you don't have to be on the line, you know, trying to figure it out and things like that. Keep all your documentation handy as you are going through the embarkation process. You know, they will tell you when you don't need it anymore, and then you can save it until the end of your cruise. Once you get on board, the first thing that you want to do is your safety check-in. You know, sometimes you probably will hear this as visiting your muster station. You know, the muster station is that area that you are designated to go in case of an emergency happening, things like that. Most of the cruise lines have different process to do this, but the safety drill can start right on form on your app. Sometimes they will tell you, okay, check in for your safety drill, and they'll show you videos and your safety, what to do in case of a safety scenario and things like that, an emergency scenario. So the first thing that you want to do when you get in there is find which one is your muster station. You want to pay them a visit. You want to go ahead and bring your key card. You want them to scan it. That means that you already are check-in. I already did my safety drill. I'm good to go. I don't have to worry. You don't want to be one of those people that when it's like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, they are calling on the speaker. Hey, please, I need you to come around and do your safety drill. Remember, the cruise ship cannot leave until everybody have done their safety drill. It's fairly easy nowadays. It's super quick, super easy. The first thing that you want to do your safety drill, visit your muster station, and you don't have to worry about it the rest of your cruise, for sure. Most of the people will rush right away to the food venues. They will go to the buffet and things like that. You want to be a little bit smarter than that. You want to get on your app right away. I will probably turn on the cruise ship Wi-Fi. I will turn on airplane mode, and that would allow you to get full access of your app. Right there, depending on which cruise ship you are going to, you might have to reserve seating for the certain show that you want to see. It might be a theater show that you want to watch. It might be a comedy show or something like that. You might have to start reservation for all of those once you step on board. So I will get on my app right away, because the app will be your best friend throughout the whole length of your cruise. Once you get on board, you might be hungry. And if that's the case, they will have plenty of food venues available. Depending on which cruise ship you go to, there will be different places that you can go to eat. Most of the people go to the buffet area, to the main buffet area. They go straight to the buffet area. I'm guilty of that sometimes, guys, too. But one thing that you want to keep in mind, that day is very busy. We're talking about thousands of people getting in there, thousands of people getting in there at the same time. Everybody going to eat at the same time and things like that. It'll be an overwhelming process for sure. So one thing that you want to do, let's say that you are hungry, you probably want to do that. Just keep in mind that will be very crowded. It'll be a little bit stressful, but you can get by, because we've been there, done that. You know what I mean? There's some cruise ships that they will have other alternative. They'll have other food venues that probably you can go ahead and take advantage of those, because it's going to be less people, it's going to be quicker and things like that. If you don't want to go through all the hassle of bumping into people and going around and things like that. One thing that you can do is book specialty dining, things like a steakhouse, Italian restaurants, and things like that. Yeah, you do have to pay extra for that, but on Embarkation Day, many cruise lines have very good offers, for you to go ahead and book lunch for Embarkation Day. So when you pay a little extra, you can go sit down to your restaurant, and it's a different environment, a little bit slower pace. You don't have everybody bumping into each other, and that's one thing that you can also do. You can still go to the buffet. You just have to keep in mind that will be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of people that will be trying to eat something that day. You want to go ahead and find your stateroom. Once they tell you that the rooms are ready, most of the time it will be ready between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and things like that. They will announce it through the speaker. So you want to make sure that you go to your room located on the ship. Make sure that you know where you need to go for your room, and especially, most important, once you get in there, you want to make sure that you review everything. When I mean everything, is everything. Remember, it's a rush day. Everybody's rushing around. They're rushing through cleaning their stateroom and things like that. Make sure that you have all your essentials in there. Anything that you need, make sure that you have it. If there's something that you need and you don't have, and they should provide for you, make sure that you make a list of everything that you saw wrong or anything that you need. Usually the room attendants, they'll be around. You'll be able to call them and tell them exactly what you need, or you can just step outside, and most of the time you'll find them, because they're still working, going throughout. That way you can tell them, hey, this is the concern I have, or this is what I saw that I didn't like, or maybe I will need this extra pillow, or I will need this extra towel, or something like that. You want to make sure that you check everything and you do that right away. That way you know that your room is good, and you tell them exactly what you need, and all those preferences are set up from the day one. You want to make sure you keep that in mind. And also, if you find your room, in conditions that is not what you expected, make sure that you also address that right at the beginning, because believe it or not, It happens. It happened to me before, okay? This is a tricky one, and there's a lot of different opinions about this, but one thing that you want to keep in mind, remember, back when you did your check-in, you put your credit card or your debit card. I would recommend a credit card because you have a little bit more of security that way. But let's say whatever you decide that is gonna be the account that you will use to pay anything that goes on board, if you didn't prepay gratuities, they will charge your gratuities. Remember, cruise lines, they have a gratuity service that is optional, but they assign it automatically to you. You know, they don't ask you if you want to do it. They go ahead and assign it. So with that being said, usually these gratuities fees will be like per person per night. Some of those will be like 16 per person per night, 20 per person per night. It will vary depending of which cruise line you cruising with. But just keep that in mind, because once you get in there, there's two things that you might see on your card. You might see a deposit that they take, you know, it's like a whole deposit. I will say they do that sometimes to make sure that your account or your credit account in this case is working fine. Sometimes they will hold 200, 300 and things like that, and they will keep it in there. Usually whatever you spend, they will start charging out of those 200, 300 that they hold for you. And whatever you didn't spend, they will just release it at the end of your cruise. Now, you will see the charge of the gratuities. Remember, it's optional gratuities, but they will assign it to you. Personally, I've never removed them. You know, I keep them, and you know, it's just what I do, but I know there's a lot of people also that remove them. You just have to keep in mind, once you see that charge, okay, they charging me the service fee. If you don't feel comfortable with that serving fee, you have to make sure that you go to customer service on the first day, on embarkation day, and then you can go express your concerns. And if you want to remove them, you can let them know, hey, I want these automatic gratuities removed from my account. And you know, they might talk to you and ask you why and give you reasons why and things like that. But if you still feel like you want to remove them and you don't want that charge to be on your account, make sure that you go the first day and you tell them, hey, I didn't pay the gratuities and I want to remove them. It might be that you just want to go ahead and give tips in cash and things like that. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. But just know that if you're okay with the assigned gratuities, just know that you're gonna see a charge that probably you didn't expect if you didn't know too much about it, and you have to take care of all of that on day one. If you are fine with assigned gratuities, just let it be, you know? But remember, every day they will charge you a fee per person per night for service fee. Make sure you understand where you will be dining every night. You know, most of the cruise lines, they will have like a main dining room available in the complimentary side. They will have one or two, you know, there's different ways that they do this, but you most likely will be assigned during check-in or whenever you book your cruise, a certain time that you'll be going to dinner every day, and you'll have a table assigned to you at that particular time on the main dining room. It's like a restaurant type that you go sit down, you have the servers coming to you, you have the menu, you order what you want, and you will eat at that time, at the same time, in the same table with the same servers every night of your cruise. You know, that's a regular cruising main dining on that end. There's other things that you can do if you don't want to go to the main dining room. You don't have to. You can go to the buffet, or you can go to any other eating venue that they might have available. You can also maybe book a specialty restaurant for that dinner, a special dinner that you want to do, whatever you want to do. But they will assign you anyway a complimentary table on the main dining room. So you want to make sure that you know where this is, because sometimes they will have one or two or three different main dining rooms. Usually on your key card, you'll be able to see the name of the restaurant, the time that you're supposed to be eating, and the table that you need. You can head to this restaurant, you know, and usually the first day, you know, if you need certain accommodations, let's say that they put your time to eat at 5 o'clock and you say, hey, this is way too early. I'm gonna be coming back from the cruise port and it's gonna be too early to go dinner. I probably wanna go dinner later at 8 o'clock or something like that. They might have a way to accommodate that, you know, but you have to make sure you do that right away, because everybody go and they try to change their preference. So you wanna do that as soon as possible. That way the rest of your cruise, you know, is good. If you are comfortable with the time that they assign to you, with the table that they assign to you, just let it be, just continue like that and just keep that in mind. But if you want to make changes to the area or to your main dining room reservation and things like that, make sure that you head to that restaurant or to the head server and things like that. They'll be available to help you, so just make sure that you do it on embarkation day, because everybody will go. And once enough requests are in, they're gonna be hand tight. They might not be able to change or accommodate your request in that particular end. So keep that on mind. And remember, once you get on board, everything that is complimentary is included to you. We're talking about, you can go to different eating venues, you can go to the pool. Some of them will have rides, and they will have slides, like water slides, and they'll have mini golf, and they will have sport courts, they will have different things. Everything that is on board that is complimentary, you'll be able to use it as soon as you get on board. So just explore the ship, walk around, see what everything is. That way you get an understanding of how the ship is, how do you have to move around. That way you don't feel lost everywhere. Just if you have questions, just try to stop somebody. There's gonna be plenty of people around trying to help you out to understand, especially if it's your first time cruising, you'll have a lot of questions. Make sure that you walk around the ship, see what everything is, go to the pool and check it out. If you wanna sit down on a bar on a certain venue to take a drink and just enjoy the time, go ahead and do it. Usually they will have sail away party, and this is one of the most popular they do. If you are first time cruiser, you most likely don't want to miss it, because it's nice. It's nice. They get in there. It's a party vibe. They put everybody dancing together. Usually you will meet like the cruise captain, the cruise director on that end. You will meet the entertainment team and all of that. It's going to be a good time, and you're going to be sailing away. You will be saying bye-bye to that cruise that you are leaving from. It's super nice. So if you never done the sail away party, you probably want to step around for a little bit, enjoy the good vibes, say bye-bye to that cruise port, and that's the initiation of your vacation pretty much, so you don't want to miss it for sure. And after you've done all of this, the only thing that is left to do is enjoy your cruise. Go enjoy, and enjoy, because yes, cruising is amazing. I love cruising, and I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you either love cruising too, or you are about to start loving cruises after that first experience, for sure, guys. I hope these small details and tips help you out to make a flawless process whenever it's your embarkation day. Keep those little details in mind, and I'm pretty sure it will make it a lot easier for you to navigate around everything that you have to do for that first day, the boarding day that is so important. Now, go ahead and enjoy your cruise, because I'm pretty sure that you are excited about it. Thank you for watching. If you find this video helpful, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and if you have any recommendation, feedbacks, questions, or anything, drop it on the comment section down below. I'll be watching and I'll be answering. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you a super amazing, happy cruise time, for sure. If you are ready to book your next vacation, I can help you with it, because I'm a travel agent with Lux Rally Travel. We get access to some of the best benefits, the best rates. If you are ready for a cruise, if you need help or recommendation with a hotel, if you need help or recommendation with a tour, if you want to do a destination wedding, if you want to do a group tour, a group cruise, a group hotel package, anything we can help you with. Our service is completely free to you, and we will give you the best recommendation and the best service. So reach out to me, to my email, leave us a comment if you're ready for your next vacation, or if you don't know where to go next, let me know and I can help you build up your next dream vacation, guys.